Hey guys, welcome back. It is super early in the morning. I wake up very early in the morning most days. This is the first time I am waking up super early to get in the garden because I have a bunch of beautiful flowers that I have to get in the ground. So we're going to get that done. I don't have my glasses right now. Take a guess on where you think it might be. Here's a list of choices. Put them down in the comments. But let's get all of these beautiful things in the ground. I want to show you kind of where I am expecting to work this morning. I'm going to turn the camera around so you can kind of see. This is where we're going to be working for today. Again, if anyone has a type of really good pump, electric pump, we're going to have an electric thing behind there so we can actually get rid of this cord that I am not makeshifting a little fish pump that can be used out in a fountain pump as well, but it's so tiny and I have a straw attached to it so that it can really pump and it's a consistent pump. But if you have any suggestions, leave a comment. But this is where we're going to be working. And these kind of I have one section already kind of done. I'm going to put a couple more plants in there. And then we're going to have some more swoop right here. And then another one down there. So hopefully it'll be kind of like multiple drifts along these three large sections. I do have quite a bit of plants and I'm going to show them to you real quick. All right, so these are the plants that we have right here that I am going to put in the ground. On the left of them, we're not putting them out just yet. I have peppers, tomatoes, and a couple of other things scattered in there, but we're going to focus on all the flowers on the right. The first thing I have right here on the front left is, ooh, they're starting to get tangled, is Supertunia Vista Snowdrift. This can get pretty large if you haven't noticed or haven't realized before that anything in the Vista line can get pretty big. They usually can get anywhere between 12 to 24 plus inches, and especially when they're really happy, they just kind of creep along and just keep expanding, especially if you give them regular fertilizer. They're a little bit larger than what I have out there right now. I have sparkling amethyst out there with my Bordeaux, but Bordeaux is not a Vista. It's a Supertunia Bordeaux. It doesn't get as large. I think it's like 12 to 16, or no, 6 to 12, between 6 and 12 inches or so. But the drift gets almost double that. So we're gonna have to spread them out just a little bit more, and I'll probably tuck them more behind the Bordeaux instead of either behind or in between, and give them a little bit more space. But I also have the sparkling amethyst, which is behind the Bordeaux, but they get a little bit bigger than the Bordeaux as well, at about 6 to 12. Now we also have a newer one that has been out that a lot of people have been raving about, which is the Cool Jazz, Supertunia Vista Cool Jazz. This one gets about the same because it is, again, that Vista series, so they do get a little bit bigger. It is more of a pale pink compared to Jazzberry, which I do also have. I have that over on my garden box, which I can kind of show you what it looks like. This one is just more on the cool color of purple, and it is, in person, it looks more of a purple. On camera, it looks pink. They love full sun. Anytime I put them in anywhere that doesn't get quite a bit of sun, they kind of peter out and they don't do so well. You could probably get away with part sun, but they definitely cannot go unless they have some kind of bright sunlight shining on their faces. They absolutely love that. And then just make sure that you give them regular fertilizer and they will be super happy and love you to death. So I'm going to go ahead, set everything up, place them where I think they're going to go, and then we're going to get cracking to get them in the ground. Since it's so early, I'm not going to use any kind of drill to dig this morning. We're just going to get in here by hand. I'm going to try and see if I can actually move some of the mulch out of the fresh, nicer soil out of the way, and then we can cover everything back in. I'm not putting anything in the ground with them. They're just going to be going solo with this. newer dirt that I've used or soil that I've used, I've been really enjoying the organic Miracle-Gro. It's in a pink bag. They have two, but this one's in a pink bag. Um, be on the careful side. It's a little on the stinky side, I would say. But that doesn't bother me so much. So if you're not really big on stinky soils, I would not suggest getting it. All right, guys, we got it all done. It is looking pretty good. Let me turn you around so you can get a closer look. I apparently do not have the same an even number of jazzberries, so I thought I'd be able to do two on this side and pairing it with two on the other side, but there's only one snowdrift, and then I am missing a, I think I said the wrong thing, cool jazz. If we are looking at everything, I think it marries really nicely. We've got a little bit more of a vibrant color in the front. We have three snowdrifts right around the fountain. I think that would be really beautiful to have it skirted with a mountain of white. In front of the white will be our sparkling amethyst, and they are starting to bud up again. I wasn't too sure about them. I don't know. That one is not doing much of anything, and these are kind of starting to bloom again, but I am hoping they will eventually get pretty good and acclimated, and they get a good amount of good sun once the sun hits past these really big old trees that I have in the neighbor's yard. So hopefully they will start to really bloom up. I'm going to water and fertilize them and get them all settled in, but I think it's looking pretty nice. I do need to get, like I said, an additional cool jazz. I don't know, I think I said jazzberry. An additional cool jazz to go on the back side of that one. I may have separated them a little too far apart, but there are Rebecca in between them, so I just kind of wanted to make sure that those actually aren't going to get too smothered either, because I want to see all of it in its glory once everything starts to mound together. I do have to get some more soil out here. I have 10 bags of soil in my car. It is really starting to smell in there, so I definitely need to get them out and pop them throughout this garden bed. I'm mostly going to do probably the front 1/3 of the flower bed and work my way to the back. Oh, and then I just want to show you this one right here, Carefree Wonder, is about to explode. Oh, also, I want to show you, look at this clematis right here. I thought I killed it last year. I thought I killed it. I had it over in a section that I wasn't, I guess it wasn't the right place for it. I don't know if it was too much sun, not enough water, but it is doing phenomenal right here, and it just bloomed. Oh, it is so pretty. I'll have to look back to see which one this one was. I had two, but I didn't, the other one did not make it and survive, but this one, I guess I got it in time and it took root. So I'm super happy about that. All right, so just to show you another little thing, I am also planning on putting some petunias down in this area. It does get enough sun. But I have three more that are the ones that I wintered over from last year. They're doing great. I just don't know what color they are. I had bubble gums and I sent those over to my mom's house because I wasn't going to be using pink this year for my annual. So I am hoping that these are the colors that I would like. Otherwise, she's going to get more bubble gum back there. And then look at Veranda Cream. Oh, so I just can't wait till it's not just one flower per, bloom that comes open. Hopefully we'll get multiple blooms at once. And then my other ones are also showing out. We've got Bethesda, we've got, not Bethesda, Bathsheba, we've got Boscobel, we've got a whole bunch of them all throughout this fence line. All the ones that are on the fence line are going to be climbers. I have the Colette climber right here. And then we also have Bathsheba as well. And then this other one over here, I think it's an orange one. Oh, no, it's a pink one. It's Gertrude Jekyll or Jekyll. I am super excited. I can't wait till they all just start to fill in this space. I don't have the espalier that I want right now, but I'm hoping that I can probably try and train them up some sort of espalier or trellis of some sort so that we have kind of a backdrop right here instead of just a bare fence, and I think it'll look really nice. But now I just have to wait for these guys to give me some color so I know what they are, and then I can tell where they go. Because even though this one has already got a flower bud, I don't know what's inside. They all look kind of like this color, even though I thought it was the other two that I had was going to be jazzberry or purple or some sort. And it turned out it wasn't. It was bubblegum. So I have to certainly wait until they bloom. I'm hoping that one will bloom for me by tomorrow, and then I can get more of them in the ground. I also have my jasmine is just going for it right now, as well as my Eden climber. Any day now. Any day now, this guy is going to explode, and there's tons more blooms, especially at the very tippy top. There's like 7 or 8 blooms up there. I'm just so excited. I need to fill this container with soil. None of my impatiens that I have wintered over are doing that well, and I think it's because we ended up getting spider mites. I just think they were just in an enclosed space for too long, and then I had them outside when it got cold, and then they got weak, and they just aren't doing so well. On another note, I do need to hurry up and get these guys, which are looking fabulous, out into the garden. As far as I can tell, they are healthy. They're doing great. They don't have anything that's going on that suggests that they're not doing well. So we're gonna get those out too. All right, guys, that is it for today. Hopefully, we can get the rest of the things that we need to get into the ground, and I will give you an update in just a few short weeks to see how well they are all marrying together and growing and blooming. And we're going to hopefully having a great season. Even if it doesn't work out and they look awful, we're going to have fun no matter what. I hope you had enough time to get out in your garden, get out in your space. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.